Hello there, my name is Robert Mims. Started in January of 2012. I was originally referred to Vladimir through an employee of my dad's by the name of Mike Grant. Now, Mike was diagnosed with stage 4 kidney cancer. They told him, the doctors said that he probably had about a 9-month, 12-month survival. But through working out here, as well as other treatments, he defied the odds and he lived somewhere around 14 to 15 years. Ironically, I was likewise diagnosed with stage 4 kidney cancer, where I had to have my right kidney removed, adrenal glands, the fatty tissue around the kidney, and it was about a year later that it metastasized to both lungs. So I had a total of about 15 nodules between both lungs. And of course, at that time, the doctors told me that with all the current treatments that are available for cancer, that I would probably live somewhere around 39 months, would be about what I could expect. And so I was diagnosed when I was roughly 44 years old. Today I'm 50, I'll be 52 actually next month. I was looking at every option possible and available to help treat the kidney cancer. So there were the standard protocol, whether it was different medications, surgeries. Chemotherapy actually doesn't work with kidney cancer, neither does radiation. So it's basically surgery, and then there's some other miscellaneous medicines that are available. I also looked at non-traditional type of therapies, kind of through the homeopathic community. So I did everything from revising my diet, losing weight, exercise, yoga, visualization, and this sounded like something that would also be a nice complement to the various other therapies that I was doing. So I integrated it roughly a year after my stage 4 diagnosis. When I first started here, I was probably lifting around 700 pounds on the belt. And so today I'm doing about 1,850 pounds. I've done over 2,000, but consistently I'm around 850 on that. On the deadlift, I'm doing a little over 800 pounds, bench press about 650, and then on the leg press, just a little bit under 1,500 pounds. I was not a former athlete or anything like that. So, and like I said, I'm 52 years old. So it's one of those things where I myself have no idea how I'm able to lift that kind of weight. Now I've defied all the odds, because really the 5-year survival rate for my kind of cancer was about 7%. So I am now right at 7 years. 7.5 years actually after my stage 4 diagnosis. So coming up at the end of October will be 8 years. So all the doctors are just shaking their heads, not even sure how that happened. I'm actually going to be participating in a study through Harvard University in the next couple of months, where they are studying various outliers of stage 4 survival of cancer. I'm going to be very pleased to be a part of that and kind of hear what their results are. But this is actually the one exercise or therapy that I've continued all the way through post-surgery. So I actually had a total of 5 lung surgeries in addition to the original kidney surgery. I also had several rounds of interleukin-2 treatments in Los Angeles. So there were actually 4 weeks of probably 20 rounds in total of high-dose interleukin-2 treatments. So I think all of that combined achieved the successful result where I am today. So as far as Vlad's program, it has given me kind of a sense of mental strength, I think, in addition to physical strength that I wouldn't have had otherwise. My recovery time between surgeries was incredibly quick. I had everything from thoracotomies to very significant surgeries that would normally take a couple of months to rebound. And typically I was back here within about 3 to 4 weeks after those types of surgeries, and oftentimes doing about 80% of the weights that I had left, and quickly returned to the levels where I had been prior to surgery. I'm very convinced that it helped me to recover much quicker from surgery. The other thing that was interesting is after I was diagnosed with the stage 4 aspects of the cancer didn't grow anywhere else after I started doing these treatments. It stayed within kind of what I'll call a contained ecosystem, so to speak. So I had the 15 nodules. I never had more than 15 nodules. I didn't have any growth anywhere else in my body. It stayed focused there. So once those were removed, nothing else ever grew back. So I do think that this has been a huge part of my overall wellness plan with surviving the cancer. I've had no evidence of disease now for a little over 4.5 years. So starting in my last scan will be in March of 19. And then after that, there's really no specific protocol. It kind of depends on the health insurance and so forth, if they'll continue to allow me to have scans once a year. Either that or I can just pay for them out of pocket. But I probably would. Most oncologists recommend probably a once a year CT scan, probably for the rest of my life.